Dr. Elmer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions, and today we're talking about dyslexia. Very interesting. And so we talked about issues on the right side of the brain, which are the autistic spectrum parts of the problem, and they deal more with social abilities, with control of emotions and control of attention. Now that doesn't mean they can't attend. That means they can't control it. It runs them. If they get focused on something, they cannot break from it, and choose something else to focus on. And that's on the right side of the brain. Well, on the left side of the brain, we tend to use the term dyslexia, which is just as defunct as the term autism. Autism means turn inward, which is the social side of it. You could have 90 different problems, and we call it autism, the social problem, right? Well, in dyslexia, we're talking about that things get mixed up. All the learning problems are on the left side of the brain. Whether it's I'm having reading issues, problems with phonics and phonemes and that kind of thing, whether I'm having visual or auditory processing problems, and that all of it's on the left. And so we call dyslexia, we're mixing things up, and that's left side. And we call it that, but we tend to think of it as a developmental issue. It's not always developmental. It could be that I have something going on over there. I could have a stroke that I've had, or I could have had a brain injury, or that area could be affected by an autoimmune disorder. It's just whichever one is what we tend to call it, right? And so in that dyslexic process, it can have a significant impact on the entire function of the brain, not just on the left side, but how they work together in concert with each other. Another question was asked is, can it affect speech? Absolutely. All the speech centers are on the left. And so yeah, it can have a radical impact on speech. Can it happen later on in life? Yes. And there are many different reasons for that. But dyslexia is a left brain problem, and therefore the approach has to be a left brain approach. The tendency is in things like physical therapy is to do both sides, right? Say, well, we may need to approach both sides at some point here, but the main focus needs to be fix the brain or develop the brain in the areas that are underdeveloped, or fix that which is damaged in those areas, so that they start functioning up to par with everything else, and then getting them to work together, which is the genius of the brain, not the parts, but how they work in harmony. So hopefully that gives a little more clarity to it, and if you have any other questions, let me know. If you have friends or relatives or whatever who would benefit from this video, send them off the link and that. And remember, we're here when you're ready to take your life back.